Welcome to Route 130. Base cash fare, or a valid fare instrument, is required. Service to Neashminy Mall.
We're flying down the hill. Damn. That's probably why everyone hates the 16.
Yeah, the 16 is a fucking mess.
I can imagine how it's going to be like when the bus revolution takes it over.
Well, it's not going to be no different. The route not changing. The 16 is still going to be a mess. It's still going to be a mess. It ain't going to change.
The heat in this bus is loud as shit.
Now, you know the fare 250, right? Watch out.
Yeah, I guess what I wrote down here. 8411. 1,000 flyer on the 66.
Watch your back.
You know what was so crazy 2 weeks ago?
What?
That we saw the Quan and we didn't even realize it.
What was he on?
The 20 and 50. The 20 and 58.
I'm pretty much, I used to see him every Sunday. As I would be going around to down Rockville, he would be turning on to Rockville.
Yeah. He was turning out the mall. He's like, were you guys 3613 with this with all the signs out? I said, yeah.
Well, it wasn't 3613. I got it. I forgot which 36 it was, but it wasn't 13.
No. I think it was 3611. It might have been.
Yeah, I think it was 3611. It was 3611, you're right, yeah. Yeah, 3613, I still haven't driven them. It just came back, so I haven't driven.
He said I flashed the high beams at y'all and you didn't even pay attention. I said we didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I didn't recognize my bad. That's my bad. Late. I don't care, to be honest.
Like one,
Once in the champion loss,
yeah. Like one said he had a 30. Quan had a 37 that day. He said he hates him.
you don't like him?
I said why? He said everything's good on him. It's just the retarder.
You don't know how to control it yet. Everyone says the same thing when they first got driving. Until they figure it out.
I said you'll get used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like driving a diesel.
He never drove diesels before. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
He wasn't here with the diesels. Yeah, that's the problem.
He started right after they all
Right,
retired.
they retired, exactly. So, with that being said, it's like, he just gotta get comfortable with it, that's all. He haven't driven him enough. And then on top of that, you gotta think about it. He don't get them every day.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna take a while for him to really get a feel. I noticed that though, because I watched I had watched the 58 video.
Yeah.
58. You were waiting for him to stop. He kind of flew past you a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He was falling.
You know what I mean? So like, I was like, yeah, you gotta get comfortable with the brakes. You know that. Once he get comfortable with the brakes, he gonna be zipping all over the place.
Yeah. You can even hear it too, how he's hitting the brakes. You hear like a loud banging noise.
Yeah, once he learned, once he flipped that, we learned.
Really? He didn't even have his turn signal on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all. But you know what I say? Bucks County drivers can't drive for shit. So, yeah, no. It's not nothing I'm not surprised.
At least you won't be out here on Sundays.
No. Yeah. I'll just be out here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, not all of them, but you get the drift of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pretty slow.
That's why he's on the phone.
It'll take you that long to turn the car.
Oh yeah, out in the white blocker shop. The heck? Why would you park all the way over here?
They do that all the time. You know, comedy operators don't care.
They usually park by the Burger King.
How many dudes do it to what? They do it in front.
Yeah.
Like, look at him, where he going? That mean he was parked over here too. They don't care, they do what they want.
Frontier well?
No. Not him. I don't know where that came in. I have no idea. I don't think he worked at Frontier. I don't know if he worked for Septa before at this point. I have no idea. I know which wheel you talking about.
Yeah.
Short wheel. Yeah.
The one that did Frank's run on Mondays.
Yeah. I have no idea where he been at. But the wheel I'm talking about is this dude named Will I used to work with at Midville. And he resigned. And he just recently came back and he joined college. And he was like, yo, man, it's sweet over here. Trust me, it's sweet over here, dog. I'm like, bro.
Huh? Conley is not sweet.
It is sweet. No, it's sweet, but I'm looking at the sweetest depot that the company offers, bro. It's like, they gonna try to get me to leave the easiest depot. To go to a depot where I gotta do is like return the
In my opinion, Conley is sweet and everything, but it's the people.
Yeah, even Philly. You gotta deal with people. Yeah, you gotta deal with that in Philly. But it's definitely the, as far as city depots go, it's the easiest one to work at.
Like the other day, I was retired. The other day, I was walking around the depot trying to take pictures of the second gen instead of retiring. See like what's there and what isn't.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, this I don't know if it was a blocker or someone, but it came from the yard and said, "Oh well, you can't. Why are you here?" And I said, "I'm just taking pictures of the buses."
Right.
And then it's like, "You are prohibited from here."
No,
He's like, "You walk inside this depot, I'm getting my supervisor." That's what he said. I said, "Look, I never walk inside this depot. I only walk on the outside of it." He's like, "Well, I'm still getting my supervisor for that."
Alright, go ahead. Did he?
I sat and waited, and he never did.
You did the right thing.
And I said, "You know what? I'm going to keep doing what I do."
See? They just be, that's what I told you before. They just be talking. It's just a bunch of mouth work. That's all it is. I'm going to get my supervisor. No, the supervisor can't do nothing. You're not breaking any rules.
Exactly. And I never go in a depot anyway.
It's not even about that. He was just mad because he knew that you knew that he could do that.
Yeah.
He was trying to scare you off, but you know your rights. You know what you're allowed to do. Get your supervisor if you want. I can take pictures
What's the
of any
supervisor going to do?
Nothing. All the supervisor going to say is, keep doing what you're doing.
It might have been a blocker because he had papers in his hand. I'm like, I was about to say to him, "Go back in your booth and do your job."
It probably was a blocker. He was walking around with papers looking at buses and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a blocker. He was probably assigning buses for the next day. But even still, you cannot tell me that I can't take pictures of these buses. You don't own them. They're owned by Septa. And Septa is a public company. You can't take pictures of buses that you want to take.
One day when we did the 124 together, when we went to Frontier,
Yeah.
I was taking pictures inside the buses from outside the depot. Nobody was there. I mean, there was buses pulling in and out, but they didn't care.
Frontier, no one not going to bother you at Frontier.
Yeah, they didn't care.
No one cares. Who the fuck cares?
All they do is wave at me, though.
Because Frontier operators, they all cool for the most part.
Yeah.
Everybody friendly. Even the blockers and the supervisors, everybody friendly. Some people are just ignorant, especially the city guys. Like, I don't know. It's like 50-50 with the city.
Yeah.
We're at Frontier territory. There's some operators that think they can tell you what they're not doing. Mostly everybody is cool.
I want to go take pictures inside Midville Depot with Tavio one day.
Yeah, you gotta be with Tavio though.
Zaire's been doing it. And I asked him, "How do you do it?" And he said, "You just gotta ride with Tavio and ask him." Did 8183 go back yet? It did. I wanted to ride it yesterday on the 124, but I had something to do.
What bus broke down? On the 124, you know?
The one says a 36.
Never failed.
It was like one of the 36 teams.
It was one of the teams.
Yeah.
It probably had nothing to do with that. Probably just something stupid. Like a computer problem or something like that.
Well, I'm glad they're fixed now. Most of them.
How many times do I go back and forth? I go Frankfurt Nights to the Chamonix, back down to Frankfurt Nights, that's 2. Up to
Like
the
about
Chamonix.
4 times.
I do more than, well, yeah, I do like almost 4 trips, yeah, but they have like 4.5 or something like that. I'm talking about like half trip. How many half trips do I do? Like 7, right? You know, like 7 trips? Frankfurt Nights to the Chamonix, back to Frankfurt Nights, that's 2. Up to the Chamonix, that's 3. Back to Frankfurt Nights, that's 4. Up to the Chamonix, that's 5. Back to Frankfurt Nights, that's 6. 7. 8. I do 9.
Damn.
Like 4 or 5 times.
I know the Saturday 130 you be doing, that starts off as the 130, then it's the 129.
Yeah, at the end. Frank used to do it when he worked on Saturdays.
Who did it, Frank?
Yeah, doing Frank's on Saturday. 303. Frank 303. Up to the bus. Oh yeah, now that you're on the bus, I can tell you. Max wants to ride next Sunday with me, right? I told him if Josh can come out with me.
Damn.
Anyway, I said if Josh comes out as well, I'll give y'all both a ride back to y'all house on Sunday. If you come out.
Of course I'm going to be out on Sunday.
Well, okay. That's the day where I started with a 131, 98, 96, 97, 94, and the 132 at the end. He wants to see all
You
of
took
those
me to my house before.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that was a genius thing to do. But
Max told me he lives by the 58 though.
I both live by the 58.
Yeah, but I live by more than the 58.
Yeah, but y'all basically both live on buses. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it would be easy to take both of y'all back. I can just hop on the turnpike, drop him off first, and drop you off second, and then go home from there. Y'all would both be back home by. He would be back home by like 8:30 something, 8:40, and you would be back home by like 8:50.
Yeah.
Well, 2 birds in 1 stone. Why is this window falling?
Cash fare or $8 per instrument is required.
But he really want to see those lines though. I know eventually I'm going to see you out here. I just don't know when.
What, Alan?
Yeah. I always see Alan always comes out and shows love on my run all the time. But I don't ever know when to expect him. Now, when I'm out here, I know when to expect him. I see him every Sunday almost. But when I'm in Norristown, it's like hit or miss. It's like if he feels like it. I mean, he'll come out if he's not busy or like something, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's like, it's hit or miss.
I gotta start riding with Demir on the Broad Street line.
What would you do? I think
He says ever since I've been on the Broad Street line, nobody has asked me when is my trip.
why? I can't ride in the front working with you. It's like I'm gonna be with the rest of the passengers back here. So it's like, what's the problem? I mean,
He said it on my group, and he said it on Alan's group. I'm like, bro, right? I'm like, it's not that we're afraid. I said to him, I said, it's not that we're afraid, it's just that we don't know what train you'll be.
Well, you can ask him what time he leaves. Ask him what time he leave for a ride.
That's what he says. He says, all you gotta do is ask. He's like, I don't see you, I don't see Alan, I don't see nobody.
Because, let's be honest, if you're not doing the express, who the hell wants to watch you drive a subway? I'm not saying that that's a bad, I'm not saying that like that. I'm just saying that it was like, bro, it's the Broad Street line. Well, I guess it would be pretty cool to watch you drive the Broad Street line.
Yeah. And I asked him, I said, if I do ride with you, how am I going to record the front?
What is that?
I'll be blocked by the glass.
Yeah.
He was joking around and saying, why don't you give me your phone and I'll find somewhere to put it. I said, you could try, but I think you might get in trouble for that.
Yeah, you probably would.
I said, I might just have to record from the glass anyway. That's the only thing. The glass in the front car, it's like all covered by this glass, and the windows are tint. You can't even see the front of it.
Is he working today?
I don't think he works weekends. I know he's out during the week. I was going to ride with him Friday after the parade, but after what happened after the parade, the shooting and the fight.
It was a shooting, but it wasn't like it was a mass joint. Like these two people were. You know why the shooting happened, right?
It was over a porta potty. The most stupidest thing ever.
It's pretty funny, man. And then they got arrested immediately. It's like, what did you think was going to happen?
Exactly.
How did you do that? All that maximum security and police that they had. So stupid.
I was going to go to Hard Rock with my dad, but I was going to go to Hard Rock with my dad until that happened.
And you noticed people were still out there. They didn't care.
I never even been to that place ever in my life.
What?
Hard Rock.
You ever been to Hard Rock Cafe?
Nope.
You got good food. It's on the joint right there on 12th and Market, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Really good food. Max should be at the same mall waiting for it, right? It started pouring down.
It was pouring at Frankfurt Nights for a little bit too.
Still all of that is out there.
Yeah.
Don't care. These buses hold up real well in the rain.
That's what I was telling Daquan. I'm like, you ever drive these in the rain or the snow? These are your best choice. He said, I'm going to try to request them if I have a regular.
Yeah, tell him you gotta keep requesting the job so you can finally you gotta get comfortable with it first.
Yeah. He's going to be a regular soon. He said he's number 5 on the hold down.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
I asked him, I said, when you become a regular, what are you going to pick? He said the overnights. I looked at him like crazy. I'm like, bro.
You're not going to have a choice. When you first become a regular, you don't have a choice. Like, you're not going to have any options. He's going to get filled into somebody that retires.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. That's how it was with me. When I became a regular, I didn't have a choice. I had to keep whatever they gave me. And unfortunately, I got stuck with the 93 and the 97. The 97 part was cool. That 93 part used to burn me the hell out.
That's what I should have told him. I said, whatever a regular retires, that's what you're going to get. He's still doing Jack's run, though.
He'll definitely be on overnight stuff for sure. I can almost guarantee you that.
That's what he does now. Before he was doing Jack's run, he was on overnights doing the Mofo and the 14. That's why you would see him every Sunday. He would come off the Mofo.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, MFO block.
But I like the one night on the Mofo though. Conley was keeping up with Victory. I mean, not Victory, Kyle Hill.
The only MFL run I like is the one that does the Express. That's it.
Oh, that's the Arctic one.
Yeah, the Arctic Express. The MFO Express. That's the only run I would do in the Mofo. That's it. I ain't doing that.
But you hate Arctics.
I don't hate Arctics. I hate 86s. 86s are trash.
Arctics are the same thing, it's just longer.
No, it's not the same thing. It's nothing. They are not the same. Ask your money big wine. They don't feel the same when you drive them. Arctic isn't the same as anything. They are like completely different vehicles, bro. Like they are the same in a sense, but a 40-foot compared to a 40-foot in the Arctic are not the same ones. They do not feel the same. You can't get around the corner with a 40-foot the same way you can with an Arctic and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. The Arctic makes sharper turns than the 40 foot.
I don't know if I never pay attention. Shoot, the articulated lines at Midville, I used to love them Jones. I like the 18.
Yeah.
I like the 55. Screw the 56.
Speaking of the 55, I still got to do that Doylestown trip.
Yeah.
I told Tavio, I said, whenever you pick again, pick the 55, a Doylestown one. He said, I'll try.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not that easy to just get there. It's probably not that easy.
And knowing him, I know what he's going to pick, though.
What?
Something other than the 55.
Probably can't get it. I mean, you gotta have a lot of seniority to pick that joint.
The picking he has now, the 89 part of it's okay. I just don't like the 56 part.
Yeah.
That's the rush hour one.
I would never, in a million years, as a regular, pick the 56. You don't gotta pick the 56. You stay away from it if you want to.
Neashminy Mall for routes 14, 58, 127, 128, and Boulevard Direct.